Hey everybody, Cal here, bringing you episode 7, I believe, of our Lizardmen Let's Play of Total War Warhammer 2. Last time, we fought off the invading Chaos forces trying to stop our ritual, and pushed back against Ss'ildra Tor, who had previously broken their peace treaty against us, and pushed all the way up to their capital here. And with that, I think we're going to just jump straight into a siege battle. So they have quite a few. They have quite a few dark shards, quite a few ranged units. I was briefly confused there because this is not the settlement map. This is the settlement map. Yeah, so they have 3 gates here. I will confess I've actually played this map before, and I know that they can shoot from this wall down at this wall at anyone attacking this gate, and from this gate's wall at anyone over here. So if they form up on top of there, it's bad news. 20 minutes of magic is good. Go ahead and start the deployment. So I think what we're gonna do is and all these units have Vanguard deployment. So I think actually though, is there anywhere safe we can put them? Not really. The dark shards are going to be able to shoot us close up to towers from far away. I think if we sit like right here, there's not all the towers will have will be able to reach us. So I think this will be our main line. Try to narrow it up again a bit. Just get them out of the way of those towers where we can. Skin coat with javelins. Put them behind, and our regular skirmishers behind them. Let's put them in the same group together, it's fine. So those will be our general ranged units. So I think we're gonna make it look like we're assaulting all of the gates though. Our temple guard can wait back here. Okay, so I think we're gonna put our real heavy hitters. So that'll be the Carnosaur and Mazdamundi on the rightmost gate. Put the Temple Guard in group 1. Yeah, so these guys will be pushing up from either side to get into that gate. We'll put the Ss'ildra and actually just put 2 Feral Stegodons on the leftmost gate, and we'll have this guy just sitting here as artillery, shooting at guys on the walls if he can. I'm not sure that's going to work. Maybe we should shoot at one of the towers. Maybe we can destroy a tower. I'm not sure if he has enough ammunition to do it. So yeah, these guys in a group. This guy will be group 6, and that means Mazdamundi and Carnosaur are group 3, and we can just control these guys. These guys will be a group. The Scar Veteran, I'm not sure exactly where we'll push him in. We'll set him up right here. And with that, we'll start the battle. So these 2 guys get right in there. Solar Engine. I'm wondering if it's able to destroy this tower for us. That would be quite helpful. These 2 guys get in here. Looks like they didn't set anyone up on this wall here. So we can get our riders in there. Just get us a little bit of vision of what's going on inside the city. Oh goodness, that is a lot of fire coming into that Carnosaur. Their dark shards can fire up to there. Alright, these guys are having a little bit better of a time. Still losing quite a bit of health. Trying to keep the Carnosaur up, though. Throw cold-blooded on that one. Oh, goodness. Oh, my God. Okay, so that's a little close for comfort. Monday, are you not going to attack the gate with your buddy here? Stay in the gate, dummy. Okay, so that Stegodon is running off now. Don't think we're going to have enough ammo to actually destroy that. Destroy that tower. Okay. So these guys can now get in there. Take the central plaza. All the rest of these guys push on up and through. These guys specifically try to get up on top. Mazdamundi, heal thyself. Can I not target myself? There we go. Okay, Carnosaur is doing work. This gate's down. That Stegodon is running the heck away. Stegodon is going to rampage at these guys, which is... I'm okay with that. Scar Veteran, get in here. Okay, as Demundi is continuing to take a lot of damage. Okay, so since these guys aren't coming down to us, which I guess they don't really have a reason to, we might try to drop some rocks onto the walls here. Rampage is doing its work here. So let's try to get up here and do our best to some kind of work there. Cudgels, get in here. As Demundi, keep yourself from dying. Can we get some of our units up onto the walls? These guys just standing around. I don't know why they would do that. Cudgels, get up here. Why is he not continuing to pursue here? I'm confused. Throw cold-blooded on our Lord. Ss'ildra solar engine is firing at inopportune location. We're going to heal the temple guards a bit if we can. His prowess is up. I'm surprised how long our enemies are holding on here. I mean, I guess these guys aren't threatened, but they're just sort of sat up on the walls there. Okay, come on, guys. What are you doing here? We're taking a lot of damage in this battle. Guess I really haven't had to face the. Why does my? Is he in like defensive mode or something? Like I just keep telling him to go in against these guys, and he keeps just turning around and ignoring them. It's quite threatening. Okay. As Demundi, keep yourself from dying. I wonder if this Ss'ildra Tor with the solar engine can fire up onto there. These guys here, see if you can finish these guys up. Pterodons, mop these fellas up. Okay. That was rougher than I was hoping for. But I guess we know that dark elves can take care of their own. I suppose next time we'll show up with. I mean, I guess that means that there is actually a point to showing up with proper siege equipment, as opposed to just running dinosaurs in at the gates. Yeah. Ooh, that was quite a bit of damage. Almost lost one of my stegodons. Yeah, wow. Honestly, not expecting that to be quite as difficult as it was. Okay, so close victory. I have to agree. Got a good chunk of loot there. That's a decent sack, but we're not immediately in need of the money, and I just really don't want these guys coming back, so we're going to raise their capital. Lords over Druchi, that's good. Leadership +5 for the Lord's army. We're fighting against Dark Elves. Killed an enemy in battle. Got some sort of achievement here. The unit, Talisman of Preservation, that's very good. We're going to put on somebody right away. And we gained Executioner. Executed captives after battle multiple times. So I guess raising counts as executing captives. Public order -3, enemy leadership -2. Cut off an enemy's head and you kill the body too. So does the leaders and their armies. Alright, that's cool. So we have points to give to Mazdamundi. And we are definitely going to click that. And we have another skill point as well. So I think we might put a second point in the Curse of the Midnight Wind to make it cheaper. 14 is quite expensive. 12 would also be expensive. But does affect an area. Harmonic Convergence. I might cast Harmonic Convergence more if it costs 7 instead of 8. So yeah, that's a good place for it. I think second point Harmonic Convergence is good, and then maybe Curse of the Midnight Wind. Can never have talk. We only use it once or twice a battle, and I usually seem to screw it up. So hopefully we don't lose the Feral Stegodon to attrition or anything. That would be bad. We also have a point on Camo Tor. Wondering what we want to do with him. I'm thinking maybe we want to go down the blue line a bit because, I mean, Lightning Strike is neat. Geometric Sustenance to reduce the cost of everything in the Lord's army by 15%. That's pretty good. Ambush, Casualty Replenishment Rate, and then Renowned and Feared. So they've actually put something valuable here at the final step here. Unit experience +1 for all unit recruits. Upkeep -8% for the Lord's army. So this is quite good. So if that's what we're moving towards, I think. I mean, Fervent might be good if we start having a lot of corruption problems. We might might put some points into that. But right now, I think we're going to go for Ancient Cunning to make him better at ambushing. And I think we will end the turn there. Oh, and we did get our new magic item, which I think we're going to give to Camo Tor because he doesn't have any talisman at all yet. Which I think we're going to swap that with Mazdamundi's because he's a much smaller target. I think we got a Hibernation Attendant, which we can put on our second army, which is very nice. I think we're actually going to pop Sackle out of the army, or we can't do it. Okay, we're not going to pop Sackle out of the army because he's perfectly happy there, and refuses to leave. We are going to upgrade the fallen gates and repair the spice source. X-Waddle looks fine. Oh, we should probably fix our yeah, so we're gonna go for growth and money from the Isthmus of Lustria. I think Forest of the Viper, we can put a commandment in here now, but I think our main problem right now is various sorts of corruption. So I think we're gonna go for the Untainted and defensive one, just because I don't know what this Dark Elf army is quite small, but I'm not sure what they're planning on doing exactly. Yes, so I'm wondering, can we put this army into another stance? So we could go into ambush stance, or we can stay in astromancy. I mean, we already have the campaign line of sight benefit, so I think we're going to go into ambush stance. And with that, I think we're going to end the turn. So it'll be this turn or next turn that the High Elf ritual completes. I mean, this early in the game, there's no way that we can mount a force to, go over there and do anything about it. I mean, we sent an intervention of an appropriate size, but that's about all we can expect. So Ss'ildra Tor is going to be asking for peace, I'm sure. I agree, you're insignificant. They turned on me once already, and 1,500 is not enough money to offer me to do anything at all. So I think we're gonna crush them. That's gonna be the plan anyway. And they are rushing over that way because they don't see Mazdamundi here. They may be in range for me to just go up and knock them down. Necroarch Brotherhood. All these cool factions. I'm looking forward to actually seeing them as opposed to just names at the top of the end turn. The Heirs of Morcane. I guess that must be those random Great Plan Archivist. Yes, this latest scheme is in keeping with the Great Plan. The old ones will be pleased. Okay, we have an imminent rebellion in the Forest of the Viper, so that's not good. Somebody has to go down and deal with that. Master Mason, a reputed skink artisan, has been dispatched to oversee construction work throughout your provinces. His guidance has highlighted where the efficiency is lacking and savings may be made. Building construction costs have now decreased faction-wide, so 4 turns of Master Mason. That's decent. As Lizardmen, we can't do anything to reduce costs ourselves, so normally I wouldn't bother with that, but might as well pop it in if it's a little bit cheaper. We can put this up to level 4. What is it, 100? So around 20 turns until that pays for itself. We're not hurting for money at all. Might as well invest in the future. Nothing we can do here, but it will be within the time limit when both Mirrorpool and Fallen Gates upgrade, so I think we'll put in maybe some defenses, I'm not exactly sure. So Camo Tor, I mean, he needs another turn of replenishment here. So if we just go into regular stance, go up to here, and then go into encampment stance. That'll get most of our army replenished up, because what we want to do is push up to the Titan Peaks, or to Titan Peak next turn. We are in a range to attack this Dark Elf army, which our whole army is at pretty low health, but I don't really want them getting away and managing to do anything sneaky. Actually, the lizard, protection the old ones. I think we're just going to start him down the yellow line now. And Mazdamundi go in and finish off these Dark Elves here. Looks like we're going to have to fight this. Little tiny battle, but our dinos are beat up pretty bad. I'm pretty sure if we auto-resolve it, we will lose a Feral Stegodon, which we cannot replace at the current time, so we're going to have to fight this. What is the terrain here that we're going to be fighting on? They have spears and some shooty guys, so I mean, we can sort of push in from the sides to protect ourselves from the yeah, looks like a okay battlefield, so we'll go ahead and fight this. Yeah, I was not quite expecting. I mean, I knew the Dark Shards would be painful, but I didn't expect them to, like, you know, almost kill 3 of our dinosaurs and also Lord Mazdamundi, all in one battle. That was pretty painful, gotta say. It's times like this that you really realize how narrow Mazdamundi's army is. So Min's at Magic 24, that's fine. I'm completely okay with this. Okay, so we're gonna set up our Ss'ildra right up front. I think if he walks forward just a bit and stays on this hill. Is there any better vantage point? No, I think that's good. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to fire our solar engine in at the archers where we can, because it does actually have this blinded effect, which reduces accuracy. So that should help there. Our skirmishers, they're proper skirmishers. So their range is only 70 though, and they can't hide or anything, so we're gonna keep them back a bit. And our main line, which is pretty beat up right now, go like so. We'll put the javelins on the left, and the blowgunners on the right. I'm not sure where they're going to come in from. The Feral Stegodon, I think we're just going to put back in the trees, like way back in the trees. It's not gonna get involved in this fight unless the need is extremely dire. Our Blessed Pterodon riders, I think we're gonna have them up here on the side. See what we can do with them later in the battle. And then Dinos in group 2, and the rest we can just control manually. So go ahead and start the battle. Immediately start Mazdamundi healing himself. So the solar engine, move it on up. The way it walks is I like the way its tail kind of bobs back and forth. It's very good. I mean, this is, I don't know how they figured out the animation. Oh, there it goes. It does fire just like all at once. There's not much of a wind-up animation for you to watch. Is he firing straight? Yeah, he's firing straight in the middle. And he's mostly missing right now. So we're gonna try to get one more hit in there. Oh, he's hitting them. Okay, they're rearranging, moving around. Okay. So, send our Scar Veteran out over this way. Mazdamundi, Arcane Unforging, they have a proper lord, right? Yes, they do. Yes. So, wait for him to get in range, and then Arcane Unforge him. Okay. Got our Scar Veteran in over here. Do you really have to get up that far for Arcane Unforging? Okay, there we go. Oh, and we can just drop down Ruination of Cities. Get these guys out of here. And yeah, we can pop down this one, I mean, right on top of ourselves, really. Why can't we do it here? Is there a reason we can't do it? Nope. Nope, that was dumb. Okay, well that didn't work. See how that goes. And that did absolutely nothing. So, wasted all of Mazdamundi's special abilities. Pterodon Riders are taking fire, but they're in the trees, so it's not really doing anything right now. Mazdamundi is getting beat to hell. Get him up and out of there, and get our main line involved here. These guys in here. Mazdamundi should now be safe. Go ahead and heal himself. And the Carnosaur. Get the Carnosaur involved with their lord, I think. Arcane Unforging is a really short cast range. Alright, continue to heal up our dinosaurs. I think the Carnosaur is next. So I just realized this guy is up here fighting spears, which is not good at all. We have these fellas up here who are doing not a ton of stuff. Send them all in here. Send them over here and get a bombing run in at the end. Okay. Go ahead and speed it up. Mazdamundi, keep on healing, folks. Enemy Lord is dead. Come on down here, make Mazdamundi's job a little bit easier. Send our Scar Veteran up this way as well to heal up our no health Stegodon. Mazdamundi heal himself. Just get our single unit our single unit troops into a situation where they're not likely to immediately die. And we get a decisive victory there. Mazdamundi's army is a little... like, there's kind of too many dinosaurs. It's very hard to control properly, because each dinosaur kind of breaks through the enemy ranks and just kind of runs wild through their stuff, which is good, but we don't have enough mainline troops for that to be, you know, helpful or effective. We really need sort of a... we need an end for this hammer. So right now we're just a bunch of hammers, and we get torn up about as much as the enemy does. I think we're going to kill and eat these guys, because we're taking attrition around here. Okay, Nonans is dead. Gained another fan waver, another talisman of protection. We'll give that to our Scar Veteran here. Very nice. That's all good. Already have all that stuff. And I think we're going to continue to move down towards Titan Peak. Okay. So if we go into Forest March, we should be able to get there next turn. Yeah. So hopefully that's close enough to strike next turn. Otherwise, we'll encamp. So Ss'ildra Tor, I guess he should head down here and deal with Rebellion. If Mazdamundi's going to take care of our mission at Titan Peak. The armies really should meet up at some point. But you know what? The Rebellion can wait a turn or two. If we just go into regular stance, not quite far enough. Have to go into Force March, and yeah, I think we're going to trade things up here a bit. So we're definitely going to take Mazdamundi's regular Saurus, because we're buffing up Ss'ildra Tor's Saurus abilities, and give back Skink cohorts. I think we're going to take the Blowgunners and give Mazdamundi the Skink cohort with Javelins as well. We're also going to take, I think, the Bastillodon with Solar Engine, because Mazdamundi has enough crazy ranged attacks that we don't need another thing in the army that does that. And also, I think one of the Feral Stegodons, or maybe the Carnosaur, because the Carnosaur is not really getting to shine in this army as much as it possibly could. Yeah, I think Mazdamundi's army is plenty powerful without the Carnosaur, and we have plenty of infantry killing power here with all these Saurus. So we'll go ahead and do that, I think. Yeah, and that makes two much more balanced armies, I think. So Mazdamundi's, and yeah, so they're both a little bit under 4K, so that's fine. They're both taking attrition here, but we'll get back down, and there's not really any immediate threats that need our attention, so that's all fine. Skanky, I thought there was something we were going to build this turn. Looks like there's, so this is in here. How's that doing for our income? We do have a little bit of trade. What is the trade looking like? So, okay, so these exports of the spices are worth 200 a turn. That's pretty decent. I mean, I don't know if we can get any other trade partners. Doesn't seem like anybody else likes us very much. Can't imagine why. Mazdamundi is such a likable fellow. And I think with that we're going to what's the problem here? Oh, it's a low public order. Yeah, we are aware of this. We are aware. We'll go ahead and end the turn, because we do have walls in the mirror pool. So yeah, it's just Skaven Rebellion. Probably the garrison at the mirror pool could take them out without too much trouble. The opposing ritual is completed here. So the skies are split with the chromatic pulse, and the winds howl, drawing clouds in tattered shreds which spiral, shrieking towards the Isle of the Dead. One of our opponents has completed a ritual, part of the accursed design to impose their will on the great vortex and thus subjugate it to their own ends. We'll strike at them before it is too late, or redouble our own efforts to dominate the vortex and beat our rivals at the last. There was they failed to damage our walls here, so I guess they're trying to help the Skaven Rebellion. I really look forward to actually meeting some of these guys. I'm interested to see who the heirs of Morcane are. I want to see one of these random armies with different troops from different races put together. It sounds interesting. So we have the Rebellion has come up, which is fine. We knew they were coming. Okay, so we are close enough to Titan Peak. What exactly does our mission say? Raise or sack Titan Peak. Okay, that seems like a fine goal. We'll head on in there with Lord Mazdamundi's new and revised army. This seems easy. I think we're just going to auto-resolve it if we lose some skinks. I'm not too worried. I don't think we're going to lose the Feral Stegodon to this. We're going to put the Razor Standard on... Who needs armor-piercing damage? I think it's just going to throw it on random skinks. It's probably fine. And we didn't lose any... Oh, we lost one skink cohort of javelins. Well, you don't really need the money, and I'd rather just sort of ruin the day of Ss'ildra Tor. So that gets us our spawning of Blessed Cold One Spear Riders. Very nice. Apparently that made Lord Mazdamundi brave. Was personally involved in combat, so apparently that battle that we just saw there, Mazdamundi was right in the thick of things. Stubby little arms strangling elves. Now, while we're here, I'm wondering if we are in range to go and hit the sulfurates, but at the same time we do have this rebellion to deal with down here. You know what, I think Mazdamundi can take care of that on his way back down. We're not taking so much attrition in here that he has to whip around just yet. Okay, so we're replenishing quite a bit here. Are we going to be in range to attack them next turn? No, we are not, which means that if we force march up just a little bit, we should be able to hit them next turn. And if they come back and hit us, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to deal with whatever the heck is in here. Yeah, Skaven slave slingers and clan rat spears. Yeah, not too concerned. One more turn until these are built up a little bit farther, and that's pretty good. So, what is this warning? Oh, we have another level on Mazdamundi. So, I think we were going to put another point in Curse of the Midnight Wind, but on the other hand, Transcendent Healing, and then, oh, yeah, 25%. Yeah, okay, yep. Mazdamundi's special trees are really good. Surprisingly, Mazdamundi's already at level 21. It's only turn 37. He's just powering through this. I mean, lots and lots of battles are going on here, so Ss'ildra Tor is also up at Iron Spike. They're just everywhere. I don't know how they expanded this fast. I mean, they didn't. To be fair, they're not doing well. They upset some angry lizards who are now, wrecking their stuff pretty hard. We also want to get Mazdamundi down here to this quest battle if we can. So go ahead and end the turn here. Okay, don't know what is that Sakul yelling about his new level or something? Oh, and their hero is just running around. Okay. These lizards heading back in there. I mean, they seem to be having a really bad time against the Vampire Coast. So that might be a problem later on. Oh, yes, they do. Wow. Okay. Vampire Coast is right there now. So I wonder what they think of us. They seem to not like us. Don't know why. Just diversion, great power, and ruler's prejudice. Closing ritual failed. Clan Moors. Our opponents have failed with their latest attempt to influence the Great Vortex. The streams of energy arcing from their ritual sites have faded, and the chanting stuttered to silence for now. This respite is a mere illusion, though. When all is at stake, such setbacks cannot be allowed to stand for long. Preparations will already be underway for a new attempt, and other rivals will also have their plans. The fate of the world revolves around the vortex, and all are drawn inexorably towards its shrieking eye. So I think our main opponents seem to be the High Elves right now. They're the only ones who are really getting ahead. The Mirpool of Chapok and the Force of the Viper. We have an invasion finished up. Sequence of the Artisan, which is going to give us a bit more money. We're now positive again. And now it's the sequence of exploitation, which will reduce the construction cost of resource-producing buildings. We might want to swap that out. We've gotten another mission for Blessed Spawnings. This would be Blessed Saurus Spears with shields. That sounds cool. The sign of the Jaguar God has been witnessed on both the ground and the sky. Hunachi is on the prowl, and so the cohorts must act. A sacred spawning will come forth should the prey be caught. Okay. I'm wondering if we can play this a little bit sneaky. So if we go up here, that's in the jungle, and our move is 24%. Movement. That's not. We need 25. We need a single percentage point more movement. So I'm wondering if. Okay, so that should give me 30% movement left. An ambush success chance, 86% if we move here. I don't think, like, if they go in for the city though, what I was hoping to do is go like right here and ambush. So I think instead we're just gonna go. Alright, he's just gonna stand there and be ineffectual this turn, I think. Or we can go into the settlement, get a little bit more replenishment going. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. What do those Saurus Spears look like? Blessed Cold One Saurus Spears, Leadership 78, Armor 97, with shields, Armor Piercing, Anti-Large, quite a good charge bonus. So these are nice shot cav, very nice shot cav. Melee attack is quite low, so it's mainly their charge bonus that we're interested in. Also, I have no doubt they look super cool. So we'll look at getting some of those when we're going back into growth and expansion. Right now, we need to just heal up our army. Yeah, we just need to heal up our army. Mazda Mundi, meanwhile, sitting here taking attrition. I think we're going to get him up here to take on the Self-Rates next turn. And put him into camp stance. Get a little bit of replenishment into our army. Sakul has another level, which is very nice. He already has tons of armor. Give him more melee attack. I'd actually prefer some more melee defense. But this will give us weapon strength and then plus a certain percentage against everyone. Okay, so against basically all the darker powers. I think there's 2 points in that. I think there's just 1 point in that at least. On the other hand, I think he's having trouble hitting stuff so far. His melee attack is good, but not great. So let's give him great melee attack. Yeah. So that'll help a bit, and we should be ready to take that on next turn. We have building slots available, and we still do have our construction cost reduction, so that's good. And we're just gonna put it all into boost up. Well, wait, we don't actually need more spice resources, do we? Let's see what else we have here. We do have landmark. I don't think we're going to expand any farther past here, so I think we're going to put some protection in the fallen gates. We already have the landmark here. We could go for a temple of some kind. Maybe turn this into a recruitment center. So it would give us the Tablet of Beasts, which is, you know, technology here. I mean, right now we're going for the sequence of exploitation. I don't think that's really worthwhile. Tablet of Beasts would be Pterodon Riders, more for Pterodon Riders, Cold Ones, charge bonus for Cold Ones and stuff, Cold Ones, Bastillodons, Stegodons, and then upkeep for all the dinos and things. So the first two, though, are just for Pterodon Riders, which, to be honest, right now seem kind of terrible. No pun intended. Order, diplomatic relations +5 with high elves and lizardmen. That'll almost counteract the fact that everyone hates us. Untainted +1 for the. So, tablet of monuments, music, Grand Plaza. Oh wait, which is the Grand Plaza? Because maybe that's something we should be building towards. Shrine of the Old Ones, Temple of the Old Ones. What's the Grand Plaza? Corral Arena, Beast Lair, Altar of Sotek. What is the Grand Plaza? Grand Plaza. Okay, so I thought we already had. Do we have an Old One monument somewhere? Let me just look around here. Don't want to build it if we don't need it. Okay. Also, we could use something that reduces the corruption here, because I think it's always going to be creeping in from the side. So public order increase would be good, because we're getting rebellions here repeatedly, and we'd like to stop it. So this is Untainted +4, public order +2, Untainted +6. So that's why we built that one of those down below. But I don't think this is going to turn into an economic province by any means. So I think probably the sacrificial altar of Sotek might be the better option here. Yeah, it's going to cost a bit of money, but and that said, I think we are going to bump up to the Croxcore Labor District, because we're not hurting for money now, and it'll be good to invest in our future. I'm not going to pop this up because I don't think I'd like for us to get at least 2 trade partners before I bother with all that stuff. Yeah, so Mazdamundi is well situated here. Movement is all exhausted here. Done all the building we can. Check our rights to see if there's anything good here. We'd like to get the Rite of Awakening here, so we need a. How far are we from? So 2 turns until surplus point, and then we can upgrade Hexawaddle, and that's going to cost at least 5,100. So we need to get some more income. I guess most of our income is coming from battles, though, so I'll go ahead and end the turn there. There's also shipwrecks like all over the place, but our armies have been otherwise engaged. Well, it has been pretty beneficial, every one of those that we've taken a look at. So this hero is gonna run up and try to. Cause they might be trying to garrison the sulfurates. I think heroes can garrison now. Billings, what you would like? You want military access, and they want us to pay them. Well, I'm not paying you for it. Alright, I don't care. I don't have to go through their land or anything, so that was a weird thing. Call us up and be like, hey, give us military access, also pay us. Okay, so the Vampire Coast is creeping on up. Seems like we're gonna have a fight against vampires on our hands without too much Too Much Ado, which I'm sort of looking forward to. Ah.
The secrets upon the lost plaques were spoken, and the skies above Lustria cracked with power. Far below the heavens, under a forgotten temple, the ritual of prognostication roused an ancient relic priest. Who stirs my eternal vigilance? Rumbled the relic priest, as it revealed a dread prophecy. If the vortex of the Ss'ildra fails, demons unfettered will consume the world. Only the great warding can bolster the vortex, but the comet's wake has left it fragile. As the relic priest's eyes began to fade, it made mention of a lost key, the location of which would be revealed by 4 further rituals. The rituals would realign the Great Warding, and the key, when found, shall unlock the power to permanently restore the vortex. The task was clear. Find the sacred plaques and cast the rituals.
Okay, ritual prognostication complete. Chapter objective issued. Complete the following ritual, the ritual of rumination, and we'll get public order for 5 turns if we do it. This is basically nothing. This is basically like, you know, just go do it. On this ritual's completion, a great cosmos engine shall be activated, a machine that can channel the geomantic thermals to shore up the great warding. But much rumination is needed on how to start such a device. Still have rating from the Rebellion. Completed the ritual of prognostication. As the last ritual energy unfolds, the great vortex, a triumphant cacophony rises from the temple cities. The cries of the skinks mingle with the rattle of drums and the bellows of the great beasts as the Slan raise their heavy-lidded eyes to survey the heavenly bodies. Here they divine signs that the world moves closer to the great plan of the old ones, and it is these rituals of warding to correct the flaws of the great vortex that provide the path. Okay. Neat. So we still have the Master Mason, ritual prognostication, so diplomatic relations +10 with Lizardmen, of which there are basically none on the map that I can see right now, and -15 with everybody else. Well, everybody else who has a stake in this. So the Dark Elves, the Skaven, and the High Elves, who all basically already hated us. Humans are not worried about it. Not worried about demons. They're okay with the whole situation of what's going down here. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can't get into the forest here. Here. Yeah. Go into ambush, so that when this army moves this way, they'll cross our path on the way in. Is this actually right here? It doesn't count as jungle until you get out here. We can't go there because the Skaven are there. So we will try to ambush here and see what happens.
The council is disappointed.
Disappointed council, you say? Yeah, so we're almost back up at full strength with this army, who now costs more. Oh, it's because the right, the we had a buff from the ongoing ritual. So send Mars de Mundi at the sulfurates, which apparently we instantly captured it. So we're just going to raise it and gain 50 money. Despoiler, enemy siege holdout time -1. This one will kill everything that is yours. This one will kill everything that is yours becomes theirs. Will kill until everything that is yours becomes theirs. Okay, I can't read. Even then, they will not stop until death intervenes. Yep, that sounds like Mazdamundi. I gotta say. So I think we're gonna take the waterway back to our land in the next turn or two. Get ready for the quest battle up there. It's been a long time coming, the Sun Standard. We are going to put the Fallen Gates up to its next level before anything else. Xwaddle still has 1 turn till a surplus point, and I think, yeah, this is going to wear off in 1 turn, so that worked out badly. But I think it means that we need to combine some of these units here, reduce our overall army cost, because yeah, that's gonna make us just a little bit less negative. Man, I got used to having two decently powerful armies. Going back down is gonna suck, but something we gotta do. Okay, we're just gonna combine all our javelins, knock out the one with lowered health, do the same here. Reluctant to give up any of these guys with the rebellion sat right there. And yes, so nothing's going here. So public order is still increasing, which means this rebellion is still growing. We have corruption details. Corruption is falling. It is falling slowly. So osmosis is no longer an issue because I guess we took out Ss'ildra Tor, and so it's just an empty land. So I guess they were doing something there to spread corruption. So I think the Ss'ildra Tor is now, they have Grey Rock Point, which has which they can recruit shades at only. So they're gonna have an army of only shades probably coming out of here. And then they also have Iron Spike over here. And apart from that, they are pretty much done. I think we can turn our attention southward, which is what we mean to do for most of the game. It's just Ss'ildra Tor has kept on, pestering us here, and we haven't been able to get them to just, lay off, go away. So hopefully we'll have enough money next turn to still upgrade Hexwaddle. Getting a little bit more income slowly everywhere. Just wondering if there's any constructions we would be able to cancel to. Yeah, we could cancel the Sacrificial Altar or the Crocscore Labor District next turn if we run out of money. So we'll go through one more end turn phase, and then I think that's going to be the end of the episode. Yeah, I'm worried about having a significant deficit, or not a deficit, but that we're going to be significantly behind the High Elves in terms of the ritual.
Should I spare you?
I mean, that is a good chunk of money, and I think they're pretty much done now. Like, it's going to take them a long time to come back, and even if we were to kill them off, they would just come, like, another Dark Elf faction would move into this area. So I think having them there is better than not having them there. So we're going to take that chunk of money, use it to upgrade our capital, And then they're going to work on resettling all this. Which we don't really want them as neighbors, but...
I see your thoughts. Your position is
Man, somebody can really talk some smack. Now they're willing to give us military access for nothing, so yeah, I'm totally fine with this. That's what you should have done last turn, buddy. It's good having at least one solid ally in the game. Opposing ritual completed, so the Dark Elves are not far behind ourselves or the High Elves. In fact, they seem a little bit ahead of us now. Still some raiding there. We got another mission issued for Blessed Spawnings. Blessed Skink Skirmishers. That's... I mean, how good can they possibly be? Search any ruined settlement for treasure. Okay, so we have 15 turns to search some ruins. The winds of magic coalesce and shift along the geometric web. The old one, Potek, sends an omen. Should this land heed this warning, then the sacred spawning is surely due. So, I mean, they're probably just, you know, normal skink skirmishers, but better. I mean, we could actually just do a search here that we just burned it down. So let's just go ahead and do that before the end of the... Okay. While scouting the outskirts of the ruined city, you notice in the distance an orc shaman prancing around a campfire nearby. You watch and soon see the shaman collapse, his body twitching on the ground. Okay. Ignoring doesn't seem like it would help. Interrogating the shaman. Looting his body. Don't know what that would do. So I think I'm down to interrogate or help. But he's an orc. Interrogating is not going to work. Let's try helping him, see what happens. You help the shaman to his feet. He chants something strange, and suddenly your hands are overflowing with gold. It's almost tempting not to kill him. Effigy of Gork. Ancient plaques plus 50. That's very nice. Okay, so that was successful. Did we get our spawning? Mission successful. Plus the skink skirmishers. Let's take a look. We can't recruit here, but we can over here. So yeah, we have blessed skink skirmishers. So how do those compare to just the normal skink skirmishers? It's gonna let us pin this. Oh, hello. Pin. Pin. And look here. Okay, so the blessed ones have more health, less missile damage. I think that's just from the chevrons. So they have more health and more speed. In fact, quite a bit more speed. They have 55 speed. That's quite good. So I guess they're faster than most land units. So all kinds of blessed things to get here. What's this one up here? Blessed Stegodon, blessed Croxagors, all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, the blessed skink skirmishers are okay. I mean, and we got 50 plaques, so that's nothing to sneeze at. But with that, I think we're going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. As I usually say, I'm still learning my way around this whole Let's Play YouTubing thing. So if you have any comments about what you think could be improved, then feel free to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching again, and we'll see you around here next time.